Alright guys, so I'm going to be talking about a lot of things that have been on my mind in regards to Pokemon Go. Yes, it's another one of me in my office just talking, but this one's going to be like a heart-to-heart. I'm going to tell you the truth about my thoughts of Pokemon Go, the truth of how I see it. And I'm just going to be brutally honest with like everything that I'm talking about in this video today in regards to Pokemon Go and everything. So I don't really know where to start. I don't really have anything written down. This is all just going to be from the top of my brain, so if it's like trailing off here, trailing off there, I apologize. I'll try to make it as concise as possible. So yeah, let's get into it. So for a while now, myself and a lot of other creators have been kind of, ever since really the game has came out, like we've been bashing Niantic for just a lot of reasons. If you're not in touch with those reasons, where have you been? But I feel as though I need to make a video on this because a lot of you have been tweeting me your thoughts, and a lot of you are tweeting me like, oh, I'm bored of this game, there hasn't been anything new added, Niantic sucks as a company, I'm quitting, and all that stuff. And that's been going on for a while. You guys have heard me make like a bunch of discussion videos or updates and all this other stuff, but this will probably be like one of the final ones where I'm just like talking about potential speculation for Pokemon Go and just like talking about it in a bad light, well, not in a bad light, but just talking about it in such a kind of like depressing tone for a while, because I don't like making videos like this, but I feel as though this one needs to be made. Hopefully Niantic will see this. Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty big audience, so maybe somehow somehow this video will make it to their site, and because I don't think they realize like, they could be doing things a lot better just by, for example, a lot of other gaming companies and everything. So by off chance, if this ever made it to Niantic, that's why I felt like this would be good. But for the first point is lack of content. You guys know I've talked about this many times, and it's kind of like saying the same things over and over, but this is gonna be a little bit different. So the last update was when they said like they're having their big announcement, and that was in last December. That was a month ago. And that was when the Generation 2 baby Pokemon got released just by hatching eggs. So that was new content, but it was very limited that you can only hatch the eggs, and a lot of people were mad by that, by only being able to hatch eggs. Let us say they're money hungry because you needed to buy incubators. Yes, they did have the sale boxes and the event to get the one single-use incubator, but a lot of people were mad by that. It didn't really spice up the game too much. It was just like you had a chance to hatch good eggs. And so if you take that one aside and you take yes, there was an event for Christmas, which it was cool, don't get me wrong, but it lasted 3 days. And then the presents, it's just another way to buy stuff in the game, and I don't really consider that a whole change. But yeah, so the last update was a month ago. And with a game like Pokemon Go, as of its current state, the truth about it is you can only catch a couple things, or do a couple things. You can gym battle, catch Pokemon, evolve Pokemon, and hatch eggs, and that's pretty much it. And with the game that's that simplistic, it's good to get a lot of people to come in and try it out for a little bit. But if there's no other way to play the game, a lot of people are gonna come in quick, and as soon as those people come in, they're gonna leave quick. And with a game where it's that fragile, they need to constantly be adding new things. And yes, there has been dry spells of updates for other games. For instance, like back when I did Boom Beach, there was tough times. Back when I did Clash Royale, it was tough times. But those games, it was like you knew like when they actually did throw an update that there was going to be new stuff, and it was going to make it fun again. With Pokemon Go, we really don't know. We don't know what Niantic is thinking because no one tells us anything. It's just kind of like, oh, here this is. And that's what's scary. And that's kind of why I'm making this video, kind of to like ease my thoughts, get your guys' opinions. And this is no way me saying like, oh, I'm quitting Pokemon Go. I'm just telling you my thoughts and how it is. I will always be optimistic, like they can do things right, they have a big chance. But we'll get in that a little bit later. So with a game like Pokemon Go, like there needs to be new stuff added. And if they want to retain a lot of players, they need to add new stuff to do, really. And like honestly, this is a side note. Maybe they're taking so long, very long, to announce anything new because they're working on something huge. If that's the case, I'm ecstatic. But for now, we don't know that. For all we know, knowing their track record, tomorrow, or let's say with the next update, it'll be minor text fixes and bug fixes. Like, come on, really? So yeah, like, it's just that's what worries me. And as a content creator, you guys know myself and other content creators are struggling to find a good, not find, but it's hard to create content that's watchable, that you guys want to watch, because there's not a whole lot, there's not really anything new. And that's just saying it bluntly. This is the first time in a very, very long time that I've actually had people, like, I've had a deficit for subscribers for days. That's because like, honestly, people are getting bored of the game and people don't want to watch videos on it if there's nothing really new and intriguing about it. And as a content creator, that's very, like, discouraging. And that's kind of where, like, my mind is. It's like, oh my god. And it's not really, you could say it's my fault. I could create better content and all this other stuff, yes, but it's hard to get, like, kind of stay motivated, if that makes any sense, to be like, if you see all these numbers and the game's not getting updated, it's very stagnant. So that's just kind of like me truthfully saying, like, my thoughts right now. I still am very optimistic, like, Pokemon Go will turn around and everything. It's just a matter of when, and I'm making this video just kind of ease my thoughts, if that makes sense. So yes, right now it is kind of a little bit discouraging to see that. You see the bigger picture where there's still a lot of you that come to watch my videos and other people's videos because you love the big game, you hope the best for the game. And there's a lot of you that maybe don't even play the game anymore, you just like watching us because you like watching our videos or whatever. For that, truly thank you guys. So that's kind of the reason why you've been seeing, like, the speculations videos and all this other stuff, because, like, that's cool stuff to talk about. That's wishful thinking. That's like, it's like, oh my god, this could be this, instead of just, like, kind of like going out there catching Pokemon, like, oh my god, I'm hoping for something new. But again, I'm gonna reiterate this. This is no way me saying I'm gonna be stopping Pokemon Go. I'm just honestly just telling you. I'm honestly just telling you guys my thoughts and my fears. And a big fear is that there is going to be, this next update is going to be a garbage one again, and it's just going to be a drawn out long process again and a struggle for another month or whatever until they add something new. So it's just going to be a struggle until something new comes in. So that's why you might see a little bit of diversity from my videos, where it's like it's Pokemon related, a little bit of Pokemon Go in there, but it's not necessarily me going out and grinding the game, because I don't really want to burn myself out, you know. I want to try and just create content that I think is going to be people are going to want to see. And another big factor too is the weather. Honestly, if I lived in a warmer weather state, it would be so much easier to just go out and record videos. But living in my living conditions, or living in the place I live right now, cold weather, and for Pokemon Go, you guys know that's not the best. So that's another factor too, kind of like the underlying one. But on nice days, I would like to go and play on, like, my second account. Yes, I do understand it's technically against the terms of service, but it's a way to be something that'll make me enjoy it and make you guys enjoy it as well. Because I still get excited for catching Pokemon. I still get excited for catching those rare Pokemon, you know? So honestly, and plus I made a lot of you guys mad that I made a Valor account, so I probably will make it an Instinct one soon to off-balance that. Plus, in case Legendary Birds are team exclusive, I want to be ready, man. I really want to be ready. So, but the underlying truth is Niantic needs to update their game. If they don't, the player base is just going to be completely falling off and slowly falling off. Yes, it'll be the continuous hardcore grinders will never truly die in the sense that you could say died. People say the game's dead right now. I do not think so whatsoever. There's just a lot of people concerned. A lot of people that are getting bored. A lot of people and people can turn that around. Like, Niantic can turn that around. Just I hope they realize that, and they need to if they want their game to flourish. Because this is honestly another thought that I had. Like, what if they just made Pokemon Go to just, like, put a bunch of money in the bank, like, super successful, probably I don't know the numbers, but the game probably did 1,000 times better than they thought, so they made a ton of profit on that game, and maybe they just pocketed all that profit, put it back into their company for their other games, for other development. And they're not. What if they decide to do nothing again with Pokemon Go? Like, they just leave it there because they made bank on it and they're done. Like, that is another thought. I don't think they would do that, because there's still so much potential that they can do right with it and make a huge profit on it. Well, I don't know all the numbers, but that's what I would think. So that was another one that just thought like was scary to me. But the underlying truth is just like people are getting bored, very bored at that. Some people, well, not some, a lot of people are not watching Pokemon Go. A lot of people are not playing Pokemon Go. A lot of people are on like the standby of waiting to see where it'll go. And if a certain amount of time passes, they're gonna just completely forget about the game. So that's where my fear is as a player, as a content creator, and for someone who wants like the game to be good. Probably more than the makers of the game, honestly. So hopefully we get some news. This was a kind of like a saddened or depressing video, I guess. But this will probably be the last time I talk about like the bad stuff, because I just want to be optimistic and just hope for the best, honestly. And I'll be back on the grind for the Pokemon videos actually going out and playing. I know I said that yesterday. You guys know I'm gonna be grinding to the 38 and everything. I will say though, if the weather permits though, one of these days it's just gonna be a Pokemon related video. But I've been having a ton of fun with like Clash Royale again and all that, so that's why you're seeing that posted on the channel. Because in this time it's like, I don't know, it just sparked my interest again. But keep in mind, if I do post a different video, the Pokemon video will follow shortly after or later in the day, or I'll do a stream, because I'm streaming on YouTube, guys, now. Like I said, I messed up on the first stream where it didn't get out to you guys right away. So yeah, that is that. I'm actually going to be going on a trip soon too, to Florida. This one is with part of my family, but that's next month. I might try and go somewhere else too, because I think that's really cool to watch, like experiencing Pokemon Go in different parts of the world. Yes, there is that would be interesting too. Like, I know how I could make it interesting for you guys to watch, is go and get another regional exclusive. But my thing with that is, if Gen 2 releases, like I assume they're gonna have more regional exclusives, and then it would suck to have to like go back there just to complete the Pokédex again. It'd be cool to kill like 2 birds with 1 stone, or get two Pokédex entries if they were to do that. So I'm kind of waiting to see how it's gonna run down, but this is literally just like the truth right here. People are quitting the game. People are bored of the game. People are getting very dissatisfied with Niantic, and with that is like diminishing the player base. And if they don't update soon or add something new, just because their Twitter is kind of like a joke, honestly. They post a lot of irrelevant stuff, and if you look at the replies, Gen 2, update, your game's trash, It's like, how do you not see that and know, like, so there's something wrong there if you're getting that much negative feedback. Like, I don't know, it's very interesting, Niantic as a company, to see this. But that's my thoughts. If you guys agree, let me know in the comments. I know this might get a lot of dislikes on the video, but in no way, I did not make, it's a very fine line of how I was saying this. Yes, I'm saddened by all of this, and it's like the truth really, but I'm still very optimistic. This is no way, and a lot of people are gonna probably take this, oh, you're quitting Pokemon Go, or you're not gonna post videos. No, that's not what it means at all. I'm just literally talking to you guys as like a friend or whatever, telling you my thoughts, and that's why YouTube's awesome, because I'm able to do this and everything. So that actually made me feel a lot better too, because this morning I was just like thinking about it. I was like, man, it's tough times for Pokemon Go right now. But either way, hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll be back at the grind. Well, I wouldn't consider it a grind. I'll probably just make a cool video. We'll just call it that. We'll call it that, because I'll be grinding for 38 when the weather's a little nicer, because it's supposed to be freaking raining, icy rain, trash road conditions the next few days. Should I just move to California? Yeah. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later.